This is the third day of Alta Via 4, the most challenging Alta Via in the Dolomites. Today we traveled from Rifugio Locatelli Tre Cime to Rifugio Fonda Savio, about 9 miles and 2,600 vertical feet. We decided to add Via Ferrata Innerkofler for some interest. I have 3 main takeaways from this hike. First, the views were absolutely stunning every step of the way, from World War I caves to crazy mountain vistas to green pastures. Second, the trail was interesting. It had wide, nearly paved paths, crazy rock climbing, crouching through tunnels, and ridge walks. And finally, it was difficult. A couple of Via Ferratas were about 5.5 on the 70 decimal grade, and the exposure was extreme in places. The route begins at the edge of Tre Cime National Park in the northern part of the Italian Alps. One cool thing about this route is it spends so much time on ridges and on cliff edges, making for crazy views the entire way. I seriously could not take it all in. From the beginning, you have 2 options. Either walk along the wide path to Rufugio Auronzo, or go through the tunnels in the Via Ferrata. We chose the latter. I made a whole video about the Via Ferrata bit. You can find a link at the end of this video. I will just say that it was the highlight of the hike. Well, maybe not. There were so many highlights to choose from. All right, another day of adventure. We're going to start with a Via Ferrata, which goes through some World War I tunnels. Wow, that is a big, big canyon. All right, looks like this is the start. Ooh. Bit of a crowd at times. Can you imagine carving a path out the side of the mountain like this? Oh. So we just crossed that mountain and climbed it in the Via Ferrata, and there's our Rifugio from last night, and that's the Rifugio, the Via Ferrata we climbed the day before, and we came from over there. The next part of the trail is super mellow with a wide path and loads of people. However, we were walking right at the base of the Tre Cime peak, so it was really cool. We stopped for lunch at Rufugio Auronzo. The next couple miles of trail are super easy going, flat, tons of people. But it's a nice relief after the technical stuff we were doing before. Hey, we have a whole new vista here. Some crazy sharp mountains off in the distance. A chapel. And I believe that Rifugio is where we're gonna have lunch, which I am quite hungry and ready for. The views are never disappointing. Lunch. Okay, we had an amazing lunch right here at this Rifugio, and now we have 2.6 miles to our place to stay tonight. A little mountain lake below. We came along this little path, Tre Cime right there, and that was lunch. Rifugio Fonda Savio 117 is our new path. Here we go. So this next little bit was quite busy because a lot of people were parked at the parking lot and walking along a wide path to these great views. But we didn't mind because, well, the views were pretty cool. Nice. Every hour, the view changes drastically. Look how sharp those mountains are. I didn't even know the names of them, but I'll look it up and put it in the video. We've seen this valley, this little town before with a little lake. We just came from there. It's right over there is where we had lunch, and there was the Tre Cime. And that cute little village down below there by the lake. And these new mountains have just appeared out of nowhere. And we're not very far from our Rifugio. This next bit was super technical with some crazy exposure. Totally lots of fun, but watch your footing. Ooh, a little bit of Via Ferrata. Whew, that was a little dicey. So the hiking we do in Grand Teton National Park, you can average 2 miles an hour uphill and 3 miles an hour, even 4 downhill. That is just not in the cards in the Dolomites. Everything is so slow. Oop, another Via Ferrata. You can follow our trail right along the edge there, just cut into the side of this mountain. All right, got to head down this steep bit here.
I don't know where to go. There's someone coming up.
Totally slick from the water. Super, super dicey. The trail totally got easier the last few miles, but we were kind of tired physically and mentally, and yet we still had to climb up to the saddle where the Rifugio is. We could see the flag to the Rifugio from a long way away, and we're like, there's no way we have to climb all the way up there, but we did. Yeah, this does look pretty janky. So I gotta know, is this like a refuge from the storm for sheep herders? Was this from World War I? Does this date back to ancient days? Last little bit to our Rifugio. Oh, we just crossed that crazy cliff band. Man.
So
Coral
this was
fossils. So sorry, what's going to happen if the trail doesn't stop right here?
We're gonna be stranded.
And then what?
We're gonna eat that flower for dinner. We're gonna have to share it.
Oh.
There's not even an even number of petals.
But the leaves, they could be blankets.
Aw. Not for any human.
Yeah, did it suck? Whole story.
In parenting,
Sunset. This is our room, best one yet. Probably about 8 feet by 8 feet. Small, but the view cannot be beat. Every day I do my laundry, and every morning I pull them off the line. For me, this day solidified Alta Via 4 as the best long-distance technical hike in the world. Seriously, can there be anything better than this? Give it a shot and tell me what you think.